1953 is the year that I jumped. But my favorite part was the jump itself. That each time was an adventure, really, because even after all these 62 years or something, I can still remember most every one of them, and there was always something different and something challenging with each one of them. Yeah, my favorite story is uh, Jim Dawson, who trained with me, and I went. The two of us on our first fire jump. We dropped out of a Travel Air, uh, and we were told to go down this mountain and control the fire from the top because there was people on the bottom. We called them ground pounders at that time, and so we we jumped and we got there okay, and we took all our gear and we headed down the mountain. And it was terrible. There was windfall and stuff. You had to crawl over or under or something, and we was carrying those big old crosscut saws and Pulaskis and all our equipment, and we went like that for about an hour downhill, and all of a sudden the wind come up. The wind come up and brought that fire right up. It brought it up into the tops, and it was roaring like a freight train. I mean, it was moving. And we had struggled going down where we were for at least an hour, and we knew there was no way we could outrun that fire and get So we took off. We threw everything away, and we took off to see if we could flank it. And we were successful in doing that. And so eventually we worked our way down to the bottom because we had no tools. We were shot anyway. And we got down to the bottom, and these fellows working on the fire down there, they said, this thing really blew up on us. It burned up a couple of jumpers up there. And I said, no, it didn't. I says, that's us, And I guess that is the closest call from fire that I ever had. Uh, the rest of them were pretty much textbook fires, that you could control, or you couldn't control, and you just step back and let them burn because there's no way. But that was up to that point, that was the busiest fire season that we had here in Missoula. Uh, it was exceptionally dry and a lot of lightning, and it was busy. You get back to the loft, and you got handed some more gear, and you were on an airplane heading out that same day. It seemed like you captured sleep wherever you could get it. It was, but it was a wonderful experience, and it was actually the highlight of my life, really. Uh, I I met some terrific guys that I kept in contact with over the years, and they're all gone now. They all died. We they all stayed friends, uh, but they're gone. Yeah. I had a lot of Different things happen on jumps. I guess I guess that's something that I probably remember more than the fires. I, they shipped us up on a bug project up by Kalispell, way up north, and we walked out at about 6 o'clock that night and jumped in the car and come down to Missoula, and by 6 o'clock the next morning we were on a fire in Idaho. And in those days we used the Ford trimotor, that old aluminum, it shook and, vibrated, and it was a wonderful old airplane. It it was just enjoyable, the whole thing.